It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, Kevin Durant said his days of trying to prove himself through basketball are done. He said, walking around with a chip on my shoulder is not my thing. I'm more relaxed in letting these days flow. I'm the best version of me. I don't need to prove who I am. I've been in it for too long. Kevin, this is a guy who is finally comfortable with himself.
All right, thanks, DA. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. Wilson Chandler out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Irving at the point. B-Train out there with Shorty. Then it's D. Then it's Big Smooth. Early on, Brent, what are some of the intangibles you look for in a team that may be taking the next step?
First of all, is the player who's returning that's shouldering most of the responsibility, is he any better than last season, Kevin? Now, has there been some growth in his game? Secondarily,
the great ones always grow.
They always do, and they're really sharp usually coming out of summertime, and they're ready to go. Second thing is, has the roster been tinkered with a little bit or tweaked a little bit to enhance what it is that the skill set of the star player is going to provide for their team throughout the next 8 months of the season?
Pass to D. Chandler comes with a double team, and Chandler sends it back. They recover it. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And the sinewy body of Kevin Durant allows him to finish through the physical play.
Here's Shorty. Chandler with the steal. The 19-foot shot, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
But when you see KD run the court with the speed of a guard, hard to keep up with him once he gets out in the open floor.
Fires the three. Nailed from three-point land.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the three ball is good.
Well, there's a nice answer from an operator in Kevin Durant. You hit a three, you know he's coming back at you.
Here's B-Train, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
Here's Shorty. No good that time. Chandler with the defensive effort. Knocked away. Here's Slaughter, and he jams it with authority.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
It's Durant on the wing. Nice spin off the left rim and in. KD's got 9.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
D passes to Slaughter. Over Jordan. The rebound by the Nets.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice. Now Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
Spencer Dinwiddie's checked in for Karis LeVert. Left side, KD. Irving for three. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. The pass to Durant. Nets passing it around. Now here's Dinwiddie. T right on him. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up. And that's good for 2.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
To the inside. And stolen by Jordan. Tipped away. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Thompson, he's checked in for Shorty. Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. Now here's Dinwiddie. The Nets need to get a shot off here. A nice shot by Irving.
Such a remarkable scorer. Kyrie has such a quick trigger. The D has no chance there.
Irving's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. And the 6'6" point guard Spencer Dinwiddie, second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
I think there's just been a lot of respect for the approach of Kevin Durant over the course of the past couple of seasons, especially with the Warriors, wanting to be a better defender, better rebounder, better rim protector. Of course, we think of scoring first, but man, the defensive end and what he's done to take some pride on that end has been impressive.
Prince is checked in for the Nets. Odion Kurucs comes in for Irving.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
Dinwiddie with the bucket. And with Durant, the non-scoring aspects of his game almost get forgotten.
Well, Kevin has put up 5 or 6 assists a game over the last couple seasons. It helps to have 2 of the greatest shooters in the league on your side. It's going to be interesting to see how he develops after the injury and what he comes back to as a player in a new system with new teammates and more mileage on that body. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Harris passes to Jordan. Here's Prince. Lobs it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, that's where they look to him most. DeAndre Jordan, with arms that go on for days, just toss that ball anywhere, and he knows what to do with it.
And stolen by Harris. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Kicks to Dinwiddie. Pass to Jordan. 6 to shoot. Kurucs. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Dinwiddie with it. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And Kevin Durant talked about his teammates and the versatility this roster has.
I like our depth. I like that we could play, we could play.
It's clear KD is very happy playing with this group of guys.
That's why he signed here. But you can bet Durant is going to be leading the charge.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Joe Harris. And it's Karuj and it's small forward.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Ball stolen. Here's B. Lays it up and banks it in. B's got his first points of the game.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Dinwiddie drives in. It's deflected, and he recovers it. And another turnover here by Brooklyn. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
You know what, though? Not only did they get to the free throw line a lot, but they converted at a high clip.
Oh, they did. You can get to the line all you want, but it doesn't really mean much if you can't hit your free throws. And they were rock solid at the stripe.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Chandler comes in for Rodions Kurucs, and Karis LeVert subbed in for Joe Harris. Prince's shot is good. And the Nets lead by 8. Most every team now, Brent, looking to run when they can run. Who's the most lethal big man in transition? They can get baseline to baseline in a hurry and make a difference at the other end.
Don't think I've seen any player do the type of things at his size and with his stride than Giannis. I just think there were eye-popping plays that people could not wrap their head around what it is he could do. Taking 2 steps from half court, lengthening out his right arm to finish at the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds from the block, not taking any steps and dunking it over the top and getting to the free throw line. Giannis running in transition as a big is a problem for the defense.
And all that on the offense, but on his defensive side, he was always doing the same kind of things defensively. Blocking shots, blocking out, whatever the case may be.
Yep, causing, I mean, just the simple fact of being a deterrent, Kevin, to people coming into the lane and using that length. I mean, Giannis Antetokounmpo is something special in that regard as a big.
Both ends of the floor. I totally agree. Shorty, he's checked in for B. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover. On Sunday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town. And then on Tuesday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. Gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here's Shorty. He's guarded by Chandler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And he goes in for the dunk.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Irving's got 10.
I know Kyrie is one of the best finishers in the league, but trust me, he enjoys the 3 ball.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And he knocks down the first one.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Big Smooth, he's checked in for Slim. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Feel like the jump ball triggered Kyrie Irving. He's been on it with tremendous effort from the beginning.
Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out, and obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
Poked away. Inside. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from B-Train.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Nets have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. There's a minute 34 left in the first half. Irving finds Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the break. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Brooklyn's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Out of bounds, Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. So for the Nets, Odions Kurucs comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Joe Harris is subbed in for LeVert. 1:11 left in the first half. Irving against Thompson. Irving passes to Kurucs.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
And Irving comes to help, and that one is good.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
The Nets with the lead. Harris kicks to Irving. Harris inside, working on Thompson, and Thompson sends it back. And the basket by Harris. Here's Thompson. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers. D, guarded by KD, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. B-Train's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Irving against Thompson. The 17-footer. A shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 15.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Here's B-Train. He gets it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And now we'll send it. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
We've got D. B-Train out there with Shorty. Then it's Big Smooth. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
At the number of trades now starting to involve stars. It feels like the league's power balance is always shifting to some degree.
Yeah, and I think organizations that are trying to stay ahead of the trend, Kevin, might think about we might have a star for just 2 years. How can we get the next one? Backside of that, Kevin, is a lot of these star players are signing deals that are not extending to 4, 5, 6 years. You can't even do that anymore. So you get a guy for a couple years. What he wants to do is maximize his earning potential for 1 or 2 seasons, become a free agent again, and then look around the league where opportunities not only to win, but to also cash in. That's what's happening in today's game.
For the lead, and there's a whistle that goes on B-Train. That's his first foul.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Here's Irving. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
Here's Shorty. Hits the three-point bomb. Shorty's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Brooklyn's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. They get a hand on it. And here's the fast break. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Outside Durant. Tries from 16. Irving, good. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here.
A career best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19. Scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Prince has checked in for Chandler. And Dinwiddie subbed in for LeVert.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Shorty, the pass to Aguilar. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And the Celtics expected Kyrie to become a better passer and defender in Boston.
They felt he had the capability. You could argue that those improvements have elevated him from a great scorer to a great player in our league.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Off the inbound pass, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists in the game. Passes it to Shorty. Out to the right wing. Here's Baller. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Nets trail by 4. Pass to Irving. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Irving's got 23 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Outside, KD. And it's denied. They get it back. Odion's Kurups. He's checked in for Brooklyn. Joe Harris comes in for Kyrie Irving. The Nets shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Free throw good, Jordan.
Well, the adventure begins when DeAndre gets to the line, but I think he's wanting to work hard on his free throws, so it's not a substitution in the last 2 minutes of a game. He wants to get confident stepping up and knocking him down.
Hits it from three-point range. He's got 11.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
That's tipped. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
and there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Harris inside. Dinwiddie wide open. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. 1:53 left here in the third quarter. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. There's 1:47 left in the third. Over to the left wing. B guarded by Harris. Here's B. Some solid defense from Harris.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
For the tie. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Here's Chan. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Here's Karuch, and the layup's good off the glass. Karuch has got 9.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Here's Aguilar, and that time also a missed shot.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Harris outside. Back to Dinwiddie. Lock at 6. Knocked loose from deep 3-point range. Let's keep it alive. And Slim picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Nets making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Now Prince. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. He's off on that one. And stolen by Prince. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Brooklyn Nets. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Joe Harris is out there with Wilson Chandler, and it's Prince in at the center.
Nice job running the screen and roll with some patience there as Prince had great timing.
B the pass to Slaughter. Harris on the double team, and the call will be against Harris. That's foul number 2 for him. B-Train's checked in for Big Daddy. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Durant's checked in. Thompson passes to Slaughter. Out to the wing. D. And right on target. Good.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
Here's KD. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Tough to shake Durant out of this kind of rhythm. Just keeping his focus, keeping his concentration, and extremely accurate.
Slaughter passes to B-Train. Here's Slaughter, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
And Thompson throws it down.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Goes up the baseline. That one, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. A shot's good from Irving.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And that one drops.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
And no reason to settle in that situation. If they're going to give that up, he's going to take all of it.
And yes, it's good. Chandler's got his first 2 points.
Wilson Chandler can cause some problems out there right now, playing with great intensity.
Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from D.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And here's Irving. Knocks it loose. Tries to keep it alive. Here's the break. Goes up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
No good from Durant. Gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. The pass to D to take the lead. Drops in the tray. D's got 10 points in the quarter.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Pass to Jordan. Back to Durant. Fires the three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. And here they come. Here's LeVert. And the layup is good. And the Nets lead by 4.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make them.
He got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now here's Durant. Defense is right there. LeVert in the corner. Pocket 6. Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. then Durant with the jam.
With KD, there's just not a spot on the floor where once he gets it, you don't feel like he's confident and comfortable to score. Tonight, inflicting some serious pain.
Shorty, it drops, and now they trail by just 4. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. Outside, KD. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, they got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediately.
A 3 off the inbound. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc. Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, I appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. .29 seconds left in the 4th quarter, and he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
Well, he's won an MVP. He's won a championship. He's won a gold medal. He's been the MVP in the finals. It's a pretty full resume for one Kevin Durant.
It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
It looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out. Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
Shorty, the pass to B-Train. The 3. Bullseye! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. These teams have battled tooth and nail before quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And so off the tip. It's Brooklyn. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Shorty out there with B-Train. Then it's Big Smooth. And there's Money.
DeAndre Jordan has seen these moments before. Not usually the guy called upon, but, man, delivering in a big spot.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Man, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Outside Irving. outside Durant. Lets it go with a three. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Happy to put the team on his back, especially in the biggest of moments. Durant nails a huge shot.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced. And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Money passes to Slaughter. Down low to take the lead. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 11 rebounds in the game. From 13, and the jumper is on the mark. Durant's got 28.
It's just lethal. Once Kevin Durant gets into that spot, he can rise up, and it's pretty much going to go in.
Passes it to Beachman. About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 26.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul. D, he's checked in for Money. Home team on D. The three from KD. And the Nets, another three.
Well, anyone questioning Durant's killer instinct can stop right now. Wow.
Gone 3 of 4 on their field goal attempts since the beginning of overtime. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. To the middle, and Wilson Chandler with the slam.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Here's B-Train, throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Kevin Durant.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
LeVert in the corner. Fires for three. Good on the triple. And the Nets lead by 5.
Oh, how about the vision from KD? Fantastic at moving the ball and then working it to his teammates.
Here's Shorty. Count it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Yeah, clutch basket, even with him being on the short end of the stick, size-wise.
Sometimes it just comes down to sheer will. Taking challenges head on because you need those points.
Durant dishes to Jordan. Money!
Oh, DeAndre Jordan sinks that shot. Not the first option, but doing the job.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. Guys, what do you think?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
Here's B-Train. The offensive rebound. Pass to D. Chandler with the steal. And so they foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Whether Wilson Chandler has started or whether he's come off the bench, he's accepted a role and been beneficial for the coaching staff.
Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
And not much of a surprise there. Kyrie, one of the better free throw shooters in the game, and so hard to guard without fouling. Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
Here's Shorty. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
And now they foul and stop the clock. gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
And the pass to D. Frames it from downtown.
Lazy defense there, guys. You have to guard the outside on inbounds plays, too. Every man has to be accounted for in those situations.
Timeout called the Nets. They're leading by 2. 5 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Jordan, the pass to KD. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. You guessed it, we're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call a timeout, but already had used all of them. I think just lost track of the situation.
And really a complete lack of awareness. Seemed to have no idea they were out of timeouts.
A good point, Greg. It is. He just lost focus completely. Didn't have his head in the game at all at that moment. And there's a whistle that goes on B-Train. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Here's Shorty. Yep, it's good.
And just no better time to catch fire from 3 than overtime. He's hitting those triples like it's nothing.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.